Welcome to Weird Place, where we have one product.
This is the story of how we ended up at GAMA Expo as a new publisher and Horizons Fellow, how we started making games with no experience in this industry whatsoever, and how we've almost sold out of our first RPG title and had a successful Kickstarter for our second game coming out later this year. Hey, my name is Lee, and that's Gabriel. In 2025, the industry we were working in hit a big decline, and inevitably we lost our jobs. So we decided to make playing games our full-time job. Cut to PAX Unplugged 2024. Gabriel made a single-page game called Teddy's Holding a Freaking Machine Gun, printed out 100 copies of this zine, and we went to the convention purely with the goal of handing out these zines for free. It was super awkward. We got yelled at by a convention staff guy for taking up a table we shouldn't have. We somehow ran into Bob Worldbuilder on day one and gave him one. And we also had people come up to us and just straight up ask, "What's a zine?" Through PAX Unplugged, we learned about Zine Quest, an annual event on Kickstarter where people crowdfund RPG zines and games. And so, in a flurry of only 2 months of planning, maybe even a little bit less, Fluff and Fury was born.
Our game is coming to Kickstarter.
It's called Fluff and Fury, cybernetic teddy bears taking on the system. Okay, so fast forward back to 2025. It's October, Gabriel hasn't been working since June, and I just had my last day of work. Fluff and Fury is on a boat from China headed towards us, finally, and somehow we've found ourselves as the members of the latest cohort for the Horizons Fellowship. The Horizons Fellowship is a 8-month program for newly established tabletop game publishers and retail store owners, created by GAMA's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee to help the historically underrepresented members of the tabletop industry. And through the Horizons program, we had so many doors open up to us. We were assigned a mentor who is from the industry, we were given seminars and workshops with professionals in the industry, and they even paid for us to go to Louisville for the GAMA Expo, the trade show that's specifically for the tabletop industry. It's a tornado siren going on.
For a second I thought it was a real tornado.
It's a drill, I think.
I don't know the ways of Kentucky.
By the way, GAMA is the Game Manufacturers Association of North America, and they represent retailers, publishers, wholesalers, media, professionals, basically anybody who's part of the tabletop industry.
You guys are always working so hard to make sure we say GAMA Expo and not just GAMA. And I gotta tell you, that's a battle you're not gonna win. I'm sorry.
Right, we are going outside. I think it's rainy, so.
I think it's still raining. It's been raining all day. Kentucky, more like Rain-tucky.
That's what I'm dealing with.
In our first seminar of the day, learning about how to use Discord.
Creating order through Discord.
This is where we're gonna live for the next 3 days.
A natural interaction.
Wow. Thank you so much.
I was only doing this because it's on film.
Thank you very much.
We could not be more proud of the fellows this year. Your work has been amazing. It's been wonderful to meet you here at GAMA Expo. We hope that this continues to provide education and experience and support for you in your careers. And we cannot wait to see what all of you do in the future. thank you so much for being a part of this program, for taking the time to apply, and for doing the amazing work you do for your communities, for your companies, for everything. Thank you so much.
Guys, we're here with JP.
Hey, there you go.
And the creator of Nimble. We're very excited.
Right.
We're meeting celebrities out here. Celebs. The celebs of the industry.
Not yet.
And now, a little bit about our fellow Horizons fellows. Mo from Ashyfeet was showing off Dark Heists, a backstabby deck builder board game where you are the crime lord in a haunted Victorian city. You recruit criminal monsters and monstrous criminals to do the biggest heists in order to have the most notoriety and win. Ava from Cocoon Studios was showing off Wabi Blobby, a cozy creative game that was made to spark fun connections. You draw, swap, and turn blobs into imaginative doodles and absurd little stories inspired by the joy of spotting shapes in the cloud. Kit from Adventure Pantry is going to be crowdfunding their very first game called Egg Heist, a fast-paced cooperative dice rolling caper. Play as a heist crew of barnyard pals with asymmetric powers. Together, you're pushing your luck trying to sneak through the county fair at midnight to rescue the golden goose's egg. Shadow and Sydney from Water Bear Workshop were showing off Sinister, a social deduction game with hidden roles, hidden sins, and some not-so-hidden intentions. You exorcise the demon before they escape, or you might be corrupted one by one. And they also had The Mire, a cozy strategy game that pits two players against each other as they maneuver around a disappearing board. Faye from Goblin Door Games was working on Before the Worms, an anti-cosmic horror RPG about a group of regular people who have seen a horror that they could not run away from. It's a game about the choices and sacrifices you'll have to make in order to fight against that vicious, relentless evil. And Rachel and her team from Escapely were showing off their Escape the City games. It's a clue-solving adventure designed specifically for your city, part scavenger hunt, part escape room, and part urban crawl. All our fellow Horizons fellows are so talented, and thank you so much to GAMA for giving us a space and the opportunity to be seen.
Dismantling time!
We went into the Horizons program with half of a game still in production, and we're coming out of the tail end of it with our second successful Kickstarter for our newest game and 2 conventions under our belt. We've learned so much about how to make games, not just the design of them, but physically how to make games, from manufacturing, distribution, real big girl things like trademarks and contracts, and we have just been given so much knowledge that's allowed us to keep making games and really try and keep doing this full time. The tabletop industry has been nothing short of the most inclusive, welcoming, and positive group of professionals that we've ever worked with. There are no secrets in this industry. Nobody is gatekeeping anything. Every single person we've spoken to, whether they're brand new like us or a veteran with decades of publishing experience, has been so forthright with their knowledge, their experience, and have only been supportive in all of the ways and all of the questions that we've asked. I feel like in this industry, we have no idea what we're doing, but we just do it anyway and hope for the best. That's the secret to doing life, you know? At the end of the day, we love playing games, we love seeing new games, and we love making games. So I really hope that we can keep sharing our love of games with you all for a while to come. Thank you to GAMA and the team behind the Horizons Fellowship, because without this program, we would not have made it so quickly to where we are today. And if you are ever thinking about making a game or making content about games, just do it. Even if you have no idea what you're doing, just do it anyway. Because at the end of the day, the worst thing that can happen is that you learn how not to do something. We've had plenty of mistakes along our way too. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.
This is what the end of GAMA looks like. Gone.